Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I just woke up. I am so rested and exhausted, but I know as the day goes on I'm going to perk up. I hope. There may be caffeine involved. I wanted to do a very neutral look, my kind of summer go-to look. I've been talking about it a lot on my channel recently, and I have a few things I want to share with you guys. And so I thought, why not just do a get ready with me? I don't do many of these, and I would like to start doing a few more of them and sharing with you guys products that I certainly enjoy, products that I swear by, things I'm just finding that are really great. So I want to go ahead and get right into it. And the first thing I'm going to do is my base. So I'm not going to use a foundation. I have a tiny bit of redness to my face this morning, I notice. Especially here, I have like a blemish that's kind of like going away. But I'm totally fine with my imperfections showing through. I also have a sunspot on this side and a couple on this side, which I would like to try to get rid of those things, but I find that the products that you use to get rid of them are very abrasive. So eventually, if I can save up some money, maybe I'll go see a dermatologist and see if there's anything that they can do. If I'm going to spend that big money anyway, and it's going to be abrasive anyways, then I might do that, because the dark spot remover stuff just doesn't work. Like, obviously they're still there and they're not lightening or anything. So basically I'm going to start with my base. And I'm going to use my Supergoop, my Supergoop Play Everyday Lotion. It's an SPF 50. I'm really sorry. I swear to you, I'm so tired right now. But this is the item that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and I am going to purchase this. I'm really excited about it. It's something that I just found because it is a sample, and it is the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. So basically, this is like a liquid bronzer, and you just mix it in with your moisturizer or your sunscreen. So I'll tell you what it says. It says, add a drop or more of De-Bronzy to any Drunk Elephant serum, sunscreen, oil, or moisturizer for a gorgeous glow and a potent dose of protective antioxidants and omega fatty acids. I've been really enjoying this a lot. I'm actually very shocked at how much I like this. And I have it on both my Shoppers Drug Mart app as well as the Sephora app. It is sold out at Shoppers Drug Mart right now, and it is good for 12 months at time of opening. And it's got a little elephant with a heart. Obviously, I think that's like the bunny, so it's probably cruelty free, but I'm just assuming that that's what that means. So I'm going to just mix those together and use that as my base today. And so I'm going to go in the palm of my hand. You guys can tell I'm pretty tan compared to what I normally am. I'm usually very, very light. But I'm also using, I can't remember what it's called. I just used one up yesterday. Isle of Paradise tanning drops. So I'm using this on a little bit of my face, like very minimal, because I want to keep a nice deep glow. But I'm also trying to put it on the spots where I did not tan, so that it looks a little more even. But of course you can see I barely used any, because I used that twice, and that doesn't come with very much. And I have a few more of them, but I would really like to purchase like an actual bottle of it. So I'm just going to take some sunscreen, and then what I'm going to do is pour a few of these drops into my hands. So I'll show you when I'm done here. It says just a few drops, but I kind of go a little ham. So I'll probably end up using the rest of this today, because I've used this twice already, and I just love it. And I keep hearing from people, oh, you look so rested. Oh, you look so glowy. And I'm like, thank you. It's probably the drops. So I'm putting that much, which seems like quite a bit, but I am a little bit deeper. So I'm just going to mix that in my hands. It doesn't stain. It's not like the Isle of whatever the hell drops I just showed you. I know, I'm so classy this morning. I can't even remember what I just said. But basically it's just to give you a bit of a bronze instead of using like a powder bronzer or a cream bronzer just on the outer points of your face. It's to give you that little bit of bronze all over your face. And like you can already see, I'm looking really bronzed. And that's what I want. That's what I'm going for, is just a really nice bronzy look. I don't want to forget my neck because, yeah, I'm going to change. This is my sports bra. You guys know I am all about that life on YouTube. I wear my sports bra almost every single video, and I love it. I live in sports bras at home. I'm not going to obviously stand up or show you it or anything, but the straps are fine. You can see the straps. Um, but yeah, I'm not going to be like prancing around in it. So don't worry about that. But I'm just like so tired. I am a mom. I am warm in summer. And so sports bras are life, and they're so easy. They're great. I'm just wiping my hand off now, and I feel like I'm really enjoying the bronzy glow that this gives. And I actually do have a little bit more of use. I probably could have used less today and saved it for sure for tomorrow, but that's okay. But I'm so far just loving the way that this looks, and I highly recommend them. If you guys are looking for just a hint of a bronze, I definitely recommend you just add like 1 or 2 drops if you're much lighter than me, like my normal winter skin maybe, like NC20, whatever like that. I recommend just adding a couple drops, and it just gives you this beautiful, nice hint of bronze all over, and you barely need any other makeup. It's so easy. The first person I thought of was Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty, and I messaged her and I'm like, I have a product you might be interested in. I'm loving it. I'm not encouraging people to buy, but she often goes for a very soft look or no look some days, because she's so busy with teaching and things. It's summer now. But anyway, I thought of her immediately. It was just like easy, throw it on, maybe do a tiny little bit of eyeshadow, mascara, and you're good. That's all I've been doing. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, and eyebrows. You cannot forget eyebrows. That's like a major step. So I'm not even going to worry about concealer. Honestly, I'm not going to do any other base makeup except for I might throw on a light dusting of blush and highlight after, but I'm not going to do that just yet because I just want to see how my eye look turns out. And I'm going to do the same look I do like every other day. So you probably just saw this in an upload recently, but I'm going to take my Anastasia Brow Freeze. I love it. It's almost empty. This is my second one, and I go through it like crazy. So highly recommend this product as well. If you don't have it, it works on my thick bushy eyebrows, and yeah, it just holds them up really nicely. It doesn't make them feel thick or like chunky or soapy. You don't see like the little hard white chunks in there. So I definitely recommend this product if you're looking for a brow item, especially to do a fake lamination kind of technique. I really, really recommend this a lot. Like the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow products are like bar none. No one can compete, honestly. And I would like to try to find a similar dupe to this. And the one that I noticed, I think it is from Revolution, looks very similar, and it's on Beauty Bay, and I can't find it in Canada on the Shoppers Drug Mart app or in store anywhere, like at London Drugs or anything. I can't find it anywhere. But that's not to say that like I haven't gone to every store. There's still like Rexall Pharmacy, all that kind of stuff. I just don't normally shop at, which I'm going to be going into eventually one day. So hopefully they have things that I didn't realize. Maybe they'll have more Flower Beauty. I'm also looking for more Flower Beauty stuff. I have the Desert Sunrise or something like that palette, and I want the other one that has the white packaging. I want that so badly, but I can't ever find it anywhere, and I don't want to order online because I really don't want to have to pay shipping and stuff. And now I'm going to take my Maybelline Studio Color Tattoo brow pomade, and I'm trying to pan this year, but oh my gosh, I don't need very much of this one. And for some reason, I think it's just going to last me all year, even though I've used a lot. It was full right to the brim. So I used it down about to there. And then I started going down to one side just to see how long it would take me to hit pan. And I still haven't hit pan. So yeah. I'm just going to make my curve a little more prominent. As you guys can tell, the 90s brow was real with this one. And I overplucked, so please don't do that. It's not a fun life to have a thin brow. I'm telling you, do not overpluck. Your brows are nice as they are. Just get them cleaned up and fill them in nice. If you have no brows, okay, fine, you're cool. You're lucky. You can draw them on, cool. But If you have brows like me, please do not pluck them like that. Anyway. Oh my gosh, it was brutal. It was so brutal. When you realize that the hairs will not grow back after, it's like traumatizing. It's ugly. Look at it. There's like no hair there. It's so bad. But that's okay. As I age, I won't give an F anyways. So whatever. But I love my pomade, so this works out really well for me. It would have been cool to not even have to use does that make sense? To not have to use a brow pomade. It would have been nice to just use the brow freeze and go on with my day, but I'm okay with filling in the ends. It's my own fault for over plucking. Just want to fill in the spot here that's got a little bit of a bald area. Okay. Aw, my husband's feeding my kid right now, and they're just talking to each other, and it's so cute. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm going to extend this side just a teensy bit. Okay. This side usually ends up looking a little wonky, and then I have to carve it out anyways, so I'm okay with that. I really like the Anastasia pomade. That's my favorite. I also love the MAC pomade. And this one's really, really nice, though, for drugstore. But, I mean, if you're going to pay this price, you might as well get one of the other ones. Because, in all honesty, it's a high price. Like, it's like 20 bucks or something. And so are the other ones, kind of like 25, 26, whatever. Maybe more. Maybe 30 something. But, I mean, like I said, if you're going to go for it, and it probably has more product than the other ones. So, maybe not the MAC one. The MAC one has not that much product in it. But the Anastasia one does. As usual, I'm not editing, so if I just stop and breathe for a second, like, bear with me, okay? Because I have to breathe, okay? I have to focus and I have to breathe. So, but today I am on a vacation day from work, so I am feeling so relaxed and so happy right now. It's so nice to just have a day off to spend with my kid. And we're going to do Canada Day, which is on Friday. I don't know when I'm going to post this. It might even be after. So if it's on Canada Day, happy Canada Day, everybody. But yeah, I'm not really sure when I'm going to post this, but it's close enough. So happy Canada Day. This is my Studio Fix powder or Studio Fix concealer from MAC. I definitely recommend this. It's a very thick concealer. I don't use this on my face. You can spot conceal. I could probably put it on this, but I just feel like it's such a thick consistency that it would be more for like if you're covering a beard or covering really like if you're trying to color correct under your eyes for you have any hyperpigmentation or anything like that, or like the dark circles kind of thing. You definitely would use this. It's very, very good for that, but I just like to carve out my brows because it's got that thickness and structure to it. So that's what I enjoy about it. And then we're going to go ahead and start the eyeshadow, which will be a super fast look. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion and the anti-aging option. I hate the way that they made this little doe foot. I miss the bottle where you got more product, less wand, and you could squeeze it out with that little tip, because I feel like they did this so that they didn't have to put as much product in the container, because this one did not last nearly as long as my last one that I had like years and years ago. And then I went to Milani, which I'm going to do again because I can't stand the wand. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So quickly press that out. And then I'm going to go in with my Zodiac Panner palette and a couple of other items. As you can see, I am heavily working on 2 of those. So we're going to go in with this one here. I can't remember what it's called. Oops. But it's from Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to take a blending brush and go right in there, get a lot of product on the brush, And I'm just going to put that right in my crease, just stipple it on where I want it first, and then I'm going to take it in crazy big circular motions and blend it out wherever I want my crease color to go. And I will be going over that with like a bone shade just to brighten up the underbrow in just a moment. But right now I just want to full on put a huge crease in there and transition, even though we're not transitioning to any different color. This is going to be like strictly the main color. So I love it. I love this color so much. And I have a few browns like this I could work on. So once this is gone, I'm going to be working on a different, very similar shade from the Huda Beauty palette. But I have a feeling it's going to pull a lot more rosy because all of her browns are like rose tones. So, or like so-called browns. This is the same shade, just a different brush. And it looks a lot lighter on my lid for some reason. But when I'm closing my eye, but when I open it, it just, I think it's because of the shadow from the crease that it makes the lid look a lot more brighter. Man, I need to wake up. I have such frog voice right now. Okay. I'm going to apply this one right here, which is Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek. I can plow through these eyeshadows really quickly, and I'm just going to put that on my brush very generously and apply that right underneath my brow for highlight. It's very bright and very rosy, like it's got a rosy undertone to it. It's not a golden shadow, and I prefer a golden highlight personally because I have a olivey yellow undertone. And so when I use one like this, it's just very apparent to me that I have a different undertone on my eyes. But I used to love this shade so much, which is why I have so much pan in it. And I still have a full-size backup. Dumb. Like, so dumb. But because I was like hitting pan so fast on this one, I bought another one way back when and barely used it after that. Okay, we are going to go into my matte quad now, and we're going to go into Brulee, which is right here. Just a very nice bone shade, very beautiful. And I know I'll probably hit pan on that one by the end of the year because I use this faithfully like every time I do my makeup and a palette does not have a bone shade in it. I always brighten my brow bone with a bone shade because I love it. Sometimes it'll change if I get darker. Like if I get much darker than this, I'll probably want to switch that color up to something a little bit deeper. But for the most part, I stick with it. So I'm able to go through a lot of these eyeshadows from MAC, but the thing with the MAC eyeshadows is they take forever to get through, unless you're of course going all over your eye like this with one color, like then of course you're going to use it up. But still, even if you compared that to any other eyeshadow, it would take so much longer with a MAC eyeshadow to use up. I'm going to go ahead and take my Urban Decay duo pencil, and I'm going to go in the shade Demolition, which is a dark brown. And all I'm going to do is just wing out a little bit in the outer corner. I just want to lift my eye a little bit because I have droopier eyes in the outer portion. Very slightly downturned, not anything too wild, but yeah. So as you can see, this just kind of lifts the eye a bit, especially when it's blended out. I haven't blended it yet, but you can see my eye is just ever so slightly downturned. So I just like to lift that up a bit. I could definitely leave it, but that's no fun. And I do this kind of messily. I don't take my time. I just sort of give her. Whatever. I kind of go a little quick. And then I'll just, as I blend it out, that's when I'll sort of decide where the product is going to lie. And then oops, wow. Just being a drummer here, slapping the handle on everything. I take a short shader and then I'm just going to blend out the eyeliner. And I'm pulling it up and just kind of trying to ombre it as I pull it up. I'm not trying to do major cat eye. Like, this is the extent of it. I'm not going to be putting a lash like way up where it doesn't belong and stuff. Like, I'm not doing all of that business. Even though it looks gorgeous on people, I'm not 20 and it's like very apparent when I do stuff like that. So, yeah. I used to do that with my eyelashes often when I was younger, like about 10 or so years younger, maybe more, because I thought it just looked so dang cool. But it wasn't a trendy thing at that point. So, you know, obviously I was like the only person in my life, like friends and family wise, that I knew that was doing something like that. And no one could tell because it was like I darkened up a lot in the outer corner, but it really lifted my eye and I loved that look, like a really lifted eye look. So now I'm going to set that with the shade right here, which is from Inglot, and I believe it's the shade 329. I have used this so many times, almost 20 times now, and there's barely any kind of dip or anything. Like, it's only disturbance in the top of the pan, honestly. Like, it's wild. It is just wild how long these Inglot eyeshadows last. I have a feeling I will most definitely be, unfortunately, tossing them before I get any kind of pan on them. But I only had a 20 use goal on my Zodiac panner thing on this eyeshadow, but I have been really enjoying it and using it a lot. So I may just end up keeping it in just until the end, because I don't want to have to keep bringing in different brown eyeshadows when I haven't really made a lot of use on this, and I've had this one for like 5 years. So I'm actually going to grab, if I can find it really fast, I want to put my, no, that's not it. My mascara from Benefit. I am using Ilia right now, but the Benefit one is a little like more full of mascara goop, whatever you want to call it, product. So I kind of want to use that more because the Ilia one is like literally on its last leg. I would have to use that and then put lashes and then it's like done. So I may have to just consider that one completed. And because I want a lifted look, I'm going to go ahead and use this mascara. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. This is probably like my favorite mascara. I did think Ilia was taking over, but no. Benefit Roller Lash, Benefit Roller Lash, by far my favorite. It's got the perfect brush, the right consistency of mascara product, and it's just easy to apply. And it's got that curve on it, so that I put that at the base of my eye and I just blink into it with product, and it just lifts my lashes like crazy. You can already see like quite a difference. I can anyway. I can totally see a huge difference. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye in a second. I go over this like 3 times with mascara, so enjoy the ride, people. But I definitely recommend those, is it D-Bronzy? Those drops from Drunk Elephant. I'm so going to buy those. 100% going to buy those. Because I love having that little bit of bronze all over my face. And like, bronzer is meant to go where the sun hits, not on the outer portions of your face. So for me, it's like the sun isn't only going to hit me right here, okay? The sun's going to hit me across my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, anywhere that the sun is going to get when I'm outside. And I want to make sure that that's where I put my bronzer. I'm kind of big on the theory of makeup. I really enjoy it, which is why I very much enjoy Robert Welsh, because even though, yes, he says makeup has no rules, there's still a theory. Yes, 100% agree. And I'm kind of that person that I like rules. I love rules. I love following rules. Of course, sometimes they're meant to be broken, but like I do put bronzer around the perimeter of my face, but I only do that because I'm trying to use product up and I'm yeah, I'm just trying to like get the uses and enjoy a product. So sometimes I just do that because I'm trying to like pan it or use it up kind of thing. But it's not because that's where I want to place it. Let me know if you guys would like to see an updated tutorial on bronzer placement and stuff like that. Bronzer versus contour. I can definitely do that. I'm sure there are videos out there like that, but if you're interested, I'm happy to do that. Did I get it on my eye? A little bit, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to really blink into the brush. And it's just going to curl my eyelashes for me, which I love. I love that. As soon as I started using this product the first time I ever tried it, I was like, yes, please. And it has since been my favorite. But Ilia is really good. I do recommend the Ilia one that has the comb on it. But it's not as easy for me to use. Like, I mean, that doesn't, it's easy to use, but it's not as simple and as like, I don't even know how to say it. It's still, they're both simple, but this one just like is so effortless to use. Okay, so that's it for the eyes and the face and everything, except for I want to do a little bit of blush and highlight. So I'm going to, what am I going to use? I don't want to use those. I don't want to use those. I think I'm going to use my Cover FX. No. Do I want to do that? Okay, screw it. Let's do that. I'm going to use my Cover FX Soft Peach blush. This isn't really what I was going for today, and I kind of want a neutral nude. But we're going to use this very, very lightly. I'm just going to go in with the matte side and just place a little bit of peach in the outer portion. So this side of my face is going to look very mattified, and I'm going to go over it with that topper highlighter type deal on the other side, but I just want to keep it very far back on the cheek because I don't want it to be like rosy in the front. So why is my frog voice not going away? I don't understand why it's not going away yet. Okay, a little bit of the metallic side. I really went in there. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, that's a little bit better. I'm seeing a little more metallic to it, and I love that. I want to be shiny. For some reason, I'm oily, but I want to be shiny today. So now we're going to use my little Becca Vanilla Quartz. I'm making so much progress on this. I wanted this done this month, but that was so not going to happen because I'm not really wearing that much highlighter. And this is very, very bright. It's so bright, in fact, that it is like a little bit too light for my current look. So you'll see as I apply it, it's very light, but I'm only applying it ever so slightly to the tops, and it looks okay, but I feel like it's so bright. Like I should use a step down, you know? This side is like gleaming. Wow. Okay. That's good enough for me. I have to blow the powder off. When I have used the product a lot of times and I see the fallout like that, I have to blow that product off because ew. I don't like having dirty makeup. So nasty. Now I'm going to go in a little bit with this Rare Beauty Thankful Lip Balm. Sorry, the side of it is like coming off a bit. I just want to use a little bit. Now this is such a nice lip balm. I'm going to buy this one as well. It's almost like a satin kind of shade, and I would go darker, but I'm going to put a lipstick over top. But it's the most beautiful like satin matte lip balm, and it doesn't slip around a lot. It's not like, for example, it's not similar to this one where it's a lot more slippery. This one is more matte, but it has a glide, not a slip I hope that makes sense. And then I'm going to do my lip liner, and this is in the shade Peekaboo Neutral from NYX. So I always apply on the edge of my lip, and then on my top lip after I'm done that, I go a little bit over on my last once over, because I don't have very much of an upper lip. And then I'm going to use this. This is like all I have left. I'm hoping to have this done by the end of the month, but if not, it'll be an empty for next month. And this is the MAC lipstick in a Wink of Pink. It's very metallic, so I'm super shiny today. And I'm just going to top that off with the Fenty Gloss Balm in Fenty Glow 01. And a lot comes off on this. And that's how I look after all the application. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really excited to share this look with you guys. It's just a super simple everyday. I don't even do highlight or blush normally when I'm on my way to work. I just do eyes, put the bronzy drops on, and throw a lip on, and I'm on my way, and that's it. But I do like having a little bit of a color kind of in the outer corner and a little bit of a highlight. So I definitely will probably incorporate that. I say definitely, probably, that doesn't make sense, but like in my mind I'm like adamant about adding that, and then now I'm like, well, will I have time to do that? I don't know. So yeah, I'll be definitely trying to incorporate that into my look as much as possible. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.